This is how I ruined my first cruise in just 1 hour, and it cost me thousands of dollars. Embarkation Day may feel like the most exciting moment of your vacation, but it's also the day when most regrets are born. Miss just one of these simple steps, and you could waste money, lose precious time, or start your trip stressed instead of relaxed. I've made these mistakes myself, but you don't have to. In this video, I'm counting down the 11 things cruisers regret not doing on Embarkation Day. Number 7 could save you hundreds, and number 1 could prevent a shocking phone bill waiting at home. Let's dive into the countdown. And before we get started, make sure to subscribe so you never miss another insider cruise tip that could save your vacation. Number 11. Not checking your onboard account setup. Here's a mistake that can ruin your cruise budget before the ship even leaves port, assuming your onboard account is fine. Most people tap their cruise card for that first drink or souvenir and never think twice. But if your credit card wasn't linked correctly, or your cash deposit didn't process, you could end up with declined purchases right when you need them most. Even worse, the cruise line can place a massive hold on your bank account, sometimes hundreds of dollars, freezing money you thought you had for excursions, shopping, or tips. I've seen guests scrambling at guest services, furious because they couldn't pay for an excursion they'd been looking forward to for months. And some guests even discover extra charges at the end of the cruise because they didn't review their account on day 1. All of this stress comes from skipping a simple 2-minute step. The smart move? As soon as you board, log into the cruise app or stop by guest services. Confirm your card is linked, check your deposit, and glance at your balance daily. It's quick, it's easy, and it could save you hundreds of dollars and a lot of frustration. Number 10. Skipping ship exploration. Embarkation Day is chaos, and most cruisers make the same move. They head straight to the buffet. Sure, it's tempting. You're hungry, excited, and the food is calling your name. But while you're waiting in long lines for the same pizza and burgers everyone else is piling onto their plates, you're missing out on something way more valuable. Time to explore the ship while it's still quiet. By not scouting early, you miss hidden lounges, quiet corners, or that perfect sail-away spot you won't even know exists until it's too late. I've seen people spend half their cruise walking in circles trying to find things they could have discovered on day 1. The smart move? Skip the buffet for now and take a self-guided tour. Walk deck by deck, get your bearings, and make a mental map of where you want to spend your time. Not only will you find secret areas most passengers overlook, but you'll also lock down the best spots for photos, relaxation, and those unforgettable sail-away moments. Trust me, you won't regret eating 30 minutes later, but you will regret missing the chance to own the ship before the crowds take over. Number 9. Ignoring guest services early. This is one of those regrets that sneaks up on first-time cruisers. When you first board, guest services are usually quiet, but most people walk right past it, thinking they'll come back later. Big mistake. By the afternoon, the line is snaking down the lobby, and you'll waste 30 minutes to an hour just to ask a simple question. An early visit can unlock dining changes, get you entertainment details, or even reveal surprise upgrade opportunities that disappear fast. I've seen people land better cabins or secure specialty dining just because they stopped by before everyone else. The truth is, guest services is like the control center of the ship. This is where problems get solved, reservations get adjusted, and sometimes hidden perks are offered. So don't make the rookie mistake of ignoring it on day 1. Swing by early, introduce yourself, and ask what options are available. 2 minutes now could save you hours of waiting later, and maybe even score you an upgrade that everyone else misses. Number 8. Not reserving shows and restaurants immediately. This is one of the fastest regrets cruisers have because by the time you finally think about it, the best spots are already gone. Popular shows, spa treatments, and specialty dining sell out quickly, especially on sea days when everyone's on board. And here's the kicker. Many cruise lines offer special discounts on the very first day. Miss that window, and not only do you risk everything being booked solid, but you may also end up paying more than the people who acted early. I've seen guests turned away from sold-out restaurants or paying full price for spa treatments that were discounted just hours earlier. The fix is simple. As soon as you board, open your cruise app or head straight to guest services. Lock in your reservations while there's still availability, and grab those first-day deals before they disappear. Number 7. Forgetting to check the cabin safe. This one might not seem urgent until you realize how fast it can turn into regret. Your safe is the only secure spot for passports, credit cards, cash, and jewelry. But here's the problem. Sometimes the safe is still locked from the last guest, sometimes the keypad doesn't work, and sometimes it just refuses to open when you need it most. I've seen passengers spend their entire cruise anxious about leaving valuables in the room, or worse, carrying passports and cash around the ship because they didn't test the safe on day one. The smart move: as soon as you board, find the safe, set your own code, lock it, and reopen it to make sure it works. If there's a problem, report it right away while there's still time to fix it. It takes 1 minute, and it gives you peace of mind for the rest of your cruise. Number 6. Skipping the gym or spa tour. This is one of those hidden regrets you don't even realize until it's too late. On Embarkation Day, the spa and fitness center often run their best deals of the entire cruise. Discounted massages, free fitness classes, buy one get one offers, even exclusive thermal suite passes that vanish within hours. But if you head straight to the buffet or pool and save the spa for later, you'll walk in the next day and find out every special is gone and prices are back to full. I've met cruisers who were stunned when they found out their neighbors paid half the price for the exact same massage, simply because they booked on day one. The smart move? Take 10 minutes after boarding to tour the spa and gym. Not only will you lock in the best deals, but you'll also learn about services and facilities most people never even know exist. Sometimes they even offer raffles, free samples, or treatment demos that are only available that first afternoon. Trust me, if you skip this, you'll regret it the moment you're paying double for the same experience later in the week. Number 5. Not meeting the cabin steward. This is one regret that makes your whole cruise harder than it needs to be. Your cabin steward is the person who can completely change your experience on board. They control everything from fresh ice and extra pillows to fixing your bed setup or clearing out the minibar. But here's the problem. If you don't introduce yourself early, by the time you finally need something, they're already overloaded with requests from everyone else. That means slower service and fewer chances to get those little extras that make your cabin feel like home. The smart move is simple. Say hello on day one, learn their name, and let them know any preferences right away. Want your bed split into twins? Need more hangers? Prefer your room cleaned in the morning instead of the evening? Ask now, while they can actually make it happen. Many cruisers regret waiting too long, only to realize they could have had their needs met from day one. A 2-minute conversation at the start sets the tone for the entire week and makes your steward more likely to go the extra mile for you. Number 4. Failing to check your cabin comforts. This is one of the easiest mistakes to avoid, but so many cruisers realize it too late. On Embarkation Day, you're excited to unpack, explore, and start having fun, but if you don't test the basics in your cabin right away, you could be stuck with problems that ruin your first night. I've seen people discover at midnight that their air conditioning doesn't cool, their bathroom sink won't drain, or their balcony door won't lock, and by then, guest services is swamped and fixes are slow. The truth is, problems reported on day one get priority, and if the ship isn't completely full, you might even score a room change. The smart move? As soon as you get access to your cabin, turn the AC down, flip on every light, flush the toilet, run the sink, check the TV, and make sure everything works. If anything's off, report it immediately. It only takes a few minutes, but it could save you from an uncomfortable, frustrating start to your vacation. Number 3. Forgetting essentials until it's too late. This is one of the most expensive regrets on a cruise. Things like seasickness medication, sunscreen, or even simple toiletries cost 2 to 3 times more once you're at sea. I've seen people pay $20 for a tiny bottle of sunscreen or get stuck buying seasickness pills at the ship's shop after it was already too late to prevent nausea. And it's not just the money. You'll also waste time hunting for what you need instead of enjoying your vacation. The smart move is simple. Bring your essentials with you or buy them on embarkation day before the ship leaves port. That way, you'll get them cheaper, have them when you need them, and avoid the stress of running around later. A little preparation on day one can save you money and headaches for the rest of your cruise. Number 2. Delaying the muster drill. This is one regret that wastes your time more than anything else. The muster drill is mandatory for every passenger, and the ship cannot sail until it's done. But here's what happens. If you put it off, you'll end up stuck in a long, crowded drill later in the day, wasting precious vacation time you could have spent relaxing or exploring. The smarter move? Ask as soon as you board if you can complete it right away. Many cruise lines, like Royal Caribbean, let you walk straight to your station, check in, and be done in minutes. That way, while other passengers are still waiting around later, you're already free to enjoy your vacation stress-free. Get it over with early, and you'll thank yourself later. Number 1. Not setting up your phone properly. This is one of the most expensive regrets a cruiser can make, and you won't even realize it until you're back home staring at a massive roaming bill. The second your ship sails, your phone can latch onto the ship's cellular network or a foreign port's signal, and every text, call, or megabyte of data racks up charges at shocking rates. I've heard horror stories of people coming home to bills in the thousands, all because they didn't flip one simple switch. The fix? As soon as you board, put your phone in airplane mode and keep it there. Then connect to the ship's Wi-Fi. It's free to use for the cruise line's app, which gives you access to reservations, activity schedules, show times, and daily planners. And if you've purchased an internet package, you can activate it right there. Take 2 minutes to do this on embarkation day, and you'll save yourself money, stress, and a nasty surprise waiting in your mailbox after the cruise. So, which of these regrets have you experienced, or which ones are you determined to avoid on your next cruise? Drop your answer in the comments. I'd love to hear your story. And if you found these tips helpful, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you never miss another insider cruise secret that could save your vacation.